Hey folks, Maverick Indicators here. All right, so what are we doing here? We're getting into this trade on 3 contracts of CL. Okay, so we're back to trading futures. Traded options off the open. Man, we traded Microsoft and Tesla. It was awesome. Both of them melted in our direction. So, man, and by the way, beautiful orb trade here using the Maverick AI Pro. Just absolutely, this thing was a banger off CL this morning. Look at this thing, just took right off. You got the buy signal right here, just beautiful. All right, so why are we in this trade? I'm going a little heavy here, and let me explain why. So I'm on a funded account, and I was just going through some of our funded accounts and stuff like that and looking at where the balances are and everything. And I noticed that I had this account from last year and I remember doing this too. It was a funded account and I was testing some strategies and I knocked the balance down pretty considerably. I don't know why then, but I totally treated it just like a kind of sim account when I totally should not have been. And I don't know if I got a really good deal on the funded account or whatever, but I was just like pretty much live trading, testing some strategies. It was about a year ago or something like that. So I said, oh shoot, I got to get this balance back up so I can keep this funded account. Now it's a trailing drawdown account. I'm not super fond of those. So just truly, I don't really care about this funded account, if I'm being honest, because I don't like trailing drawdown accounts. I like end of day drawdown accounts. Just allows me as a trader to be a little bit more freer with my drawdown. So I'm just jumping in a little heavier than usual because I want to get this thing back to health. That is my goal. Okay. I don't want to intentionally blow the account. I want to get it back to health. All right. So going a little heavier than normal. I got 3 minis, just 3 minis. I know some people trade like 10 minis. I'm not doing that. So 3 minis, but pretty heavy for me. And why are we in this trade? This trade's pretty clear. This is what clear vision looks like, folks. And we're already up like $300-400. We have a red background. The bears are in control. Second thing, we have red candles. Red candles are your second strongest downside candle, okay? Pink is your strongest downside candle. Red is your second strongest downside candle. Bright green is your strongest upside candle. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. You can see that here with the orb strategy. This thing just crushed this morning. So I already got some emails from you guys that crushed this morning's orb strategy. And as you can tell, like we've had bright green candles, then we came down to green, which is your second strongest upside candle, which means that the data is cooling off. Bright green, then regular green, now gray reversal, and now red candle. Boom, that's what's up right here, red candles. All 5 traders are voting bearish across 6 time frames, except for the 10-minute and the 15-minute. Trader 5 still kind of holding on to those. But you've been coming up for all morning long, right? So the longer time frames are going to take a little longer to turn around, but all 5 traders are pretty much bearish on most of the time frames. Imagine being in the room with 5 other traders and they're all voting across 6 time frames and they're telling you their votes every single tick. Okay. Maverick trenders pegged to the top up here, which is beautiful. Awesome right here. When this line is pegged to the top, that's showing massive strength and momentum. If it's red to the downside, if it's green to the upside. Okay. And then finally, the ultimate trading assistant. Ooh, getting some down confidence arrows. I love that. The ultimate trading assistant, the Maverick Radar. Imagine having an assistant on your chart that goes through our entire checklist of things that we're looking for from our indicators to tell you, do you even have a setup? And then if you have a setup, do you have a B setup or do you have an A setup? And right now I'm jumping in a little early. I'm getting into a B setup. I've been actually getting into B setups lately because I want to know when a setup is about to happen. So I haven't been always waiting for an A+ setup. I've been waiting for a B setup because that means like things are starting to shape, right? So we got a B set up on the ultimate trading assistant, the Maverick radar. It's going through our entire checklist and it is serving up a B setup to the downside. Now I'm only keeping my stop loss way up here because I just don't want it to get in the way of showing you guys. Yeah, so by the way, we like to go long when price is above this blue line and short when price is below the blue line. I could show you that all day long. So let's see if we can get this funded account back to health. I really only need to do about, I don't know, $1,500, $1,200 to get this thing back into health, and then we'll be good. So yeah, totally forgot about this one account. I'm just like, what is this account? Oh, I remember that one. Oh. So let's get it back to health. So CL had a setup, had a B setup, and I looked at ES as well. ES didn't really have a setup. There was nothing on the Maverick radar about the ES. So I just said, well, let me take a trade here. Ooh, I like what I see. Bright green candles to green to gray to now red, your second strongest downside candle. All 5 traders are voting bearish across most of these time frames. Maverick trender peg to the top. You get this downtrend label. Love that. But we are heading into lunchtime. So, man, this thing just looks like it wants to pop down, right? It just wants to push down. I mean, we have red candles. Red candles means your second strongest downside data candle. Remember, the Maverick AI Pro isn't about red and green candles. It's got 5 colors, and it colors the candles to the severity of that buying or selling data, okay? All right, we're gonna pop over 1,000. We're gonna pop back over 1,000. I think we're up to like $1,200 at one point. Need about $1,500 to get this sucker back into good health. And feels like it just wants to snap down. It just wants to pop down. My spidey sense. All right, so again, we are on a funded account. It is a trailing drawdown account, so again, not my favorite. I've loved the new end of day funded accounts. I mean, everybody's kind of going end of day. It feels like, I don't know if that's true, but it feels like to stay competitive, a lot of the prop firms are going to end of day drawdown. That's what I meant to say, which I like because then it gives me freedom as a trader. Yeah, the accumulative drawdown rules are just, I believe that's, yeah, anyway. All right, woo, man. Okay, so I probably need about $100 more from this trade to get this funded account back into health from last year. Totally forgot about it. But here's what I would tell you is that if I still have red candles, if I still have a B or an A plus setup, I'm gonna hold on to this thing. I'm gonna jump on this. I'm gonna jump on this horse and ride it. So let's see where this one goes. It really feels like it's gonna start breaking down. Now that's just my spidey sense. All the indicators are telling me, yes, we have rich downside data, but I would have to start seeing some pink candles to really take this thing far down. So let's see where this one goes. It's gonna move pretty slow. But if it does pop, it will pop. CL does that from time to time. But CL kind of moves slow like ES. I like that. It gives me time to think, time to process all that stuff. So, all right. Well, before I lose my voice, I'm just going to leave this sucker up. But if you want clear vision on your charts, this, folks, is clear vision. Look at this beautiful open. Maverick orb, bright green candles, could have taken this thing for a big chunk of change. Then we started to reverse. You went from bright green candles to gray candles to now red candles. Prices below the blue line. All 5 traders, as all 5 traders are voting mostly bearish across 6 time frames, mostly red on this chart, mostly red. And Maverick trenders pegged to the top, and we got a B set up to the downside, a B set up to the downside. So ideally, I'd start to get an A plus grade to the downside, and we get hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. But I'll just leave my screen up, and I'm just going to manage this. There you go. I'm just going to manage this trade here, and let's see how far we can take this. But folks, this is clear vision. Red background, bears are in control. Red candles, second strongest downside data candle. Everybody else has red and green candles. I just can't trade like that anymore. I gotta know what's underneath the hood. Tell me what's underneath the hood. So when it retraces, if I still have downside data and the candle starts moving up, I'm holding on, because most likely we're gonna just come right back down, right? Okay. All right, not financial advice. Do your own research. Never any guarantees in the market. We know that. Somebody could tweet something out of the blue and it could take off. But man, oh man, look at this. B set up to the downside. And if I didn't have a grade right here, I'd just be sitting on my hands. I wouldn't have even taken a trade. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to sit on your hands and go, oh, okay, I don't even have a grade here. But the Maverick Radar, the ultimate trading assistant that comes in the ultimate edge bundle. All these indicators come in the ultimate edge bundle. It's the craziest deal right now. Okay, get it before the price goes up, because it's going to be going up soon. And we've been warning people for a while, and then one day it's going to go up and they're all going to cry. And then it's like going to be like, how many times do we have to tell you? So anyway, all our indicators work on NinjaTrader and TradingView. Posted a great trade this morning on micros, futures. So awesome. I didn't record any of my options trades. We took Microsoft and Tesla. You can go back and look how clear those charts were. But hey, come check us out. All right. If you want clear vision on your charts, if you want edge, boom, we're back into health, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I'm going to manage this trade. No reason to get out right this second. Zero reason. I still have a B set up. I have red candles, second strongest downside candle. I got down confidence arrows. All 5 traders are voting bearish across 6 time frames. I'm going to hold on to this thing. Oh, pink candles. Yes. Pink candles. All right, guys, listen, if you want clear vision on your charts, if you want edge in the market, again, not financial advice, do your own research. Come check us out. MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.